Good morning, children. Welcome to English class. Today we are going to learn a poem written by Joan Murray. Joan Murray is an American poet, playwright, and an editor. She was born in New York City in the year 1945, studied in New York University, and lives in upstate New York. She has achieved many awards for her works. The poem Her Head is taken from Murray's 1999 collection, Looking for the Parade. In this poem, we can see a lone woman carrying a bucket of water on her head in the hot sun over a long distance, is defying drought, famine, the cruelty of political system, and much else in order to save some of her people from death. Now, dear children, listen to this poem. Near Equivocation in Natal, South Africa, a woman carries water on her head after a year of drought when one child in three is at risk of death. She returns from a distant well carrying water on her head. The pumpkins are gone, the tomatoes withered, yet the woman carries water on her head. The cattle kraals are empty, the goats gone. No milk now for children, but she's carrying water on her head. The engineers have reversed the river. Those with power can keep their power. But one woman is carrying water on her head. In the homelands where the dusty crowds watch the empty roads for water trucks, one woman trusts herself with treasure and carries water on her head. The sun does not dissuade her, not the dried earth that blows against her, as she carries the water on her head. In a huge and dirty pail, with an idle hand, resting on a narrow can, this woman is carrying water on her head. This woman who girds her neck with safety pins, this one who carries water on her head, trusts her own head to bring to her people what they need now between life and death. She's carrying them water on her head. Now, let us see the explanation. Life had become tough due to there being no water in the village. The women now had to go to far away places in search of water. One in every three children was at the risk of death. The trees and plants had died, and the cattle were also dying. The pumpkins and tomatoes had withered away. A dam must have been built in the distance, and this must have reversed the flow of water. Those with power refers to rich and powerful people who can reverse a force of nature. The second use of the word power refers to electricity. The cattle are dying slowly. The children do not have any milk for their nourishment. In this way, the poet has shown the suffering of the people. The woman sees that her people are suffering and she entrusts herself with the responsibility of bringing water to her people. She chooses to do the hard work herself and faces many hardships. This shows her strong character and will of steel.